Hello and welcome to my FPL team selection for Gameweek 26. Before we dive into the team, make sure to check out our buy, sell, keep and avoid video for this week's fixtures. Last week, our team scored an impressive 94 points with a -4 hit. Salah as captain was lucky to score late in the second game of the double, and bringing in Trent and Watkins paid off with a 50k rank increase up to 338k. Unfortunately, our keepers blanked for the second week in a row now. Let us now take a look at our team selection for Gameweek 26. In goal, we have Arrizabalaga. This was a close call between him and Man City's keeper, but we decided to go with the Chelsea man despite the poor form in recent times. Man City have been worse in defense and are coming up against Newcastle, who have their firepower back in the side with Guimaraes and Saint-Maximin both back from suspension and injuries respectively. Moving on to our defenders, we have Mings, Trippier and Trent. Mings picked up 7 points last game week and is up against Palace this week, who have only scored 6 goals since the restart, only scoring more goals than Bournemouth since then. Trippier has blanked in every game week since we played our wildcard, but we are keeping him because of his upcoming game weeks. He doesn't blank in 28 nor 32, which makes him a good keep. Lastly in the defense is Trent. He came in good last week with the 2 clean sheets and 13 points to show for it. This week, we just expect attacking returns from him if they do come, as they face a tough to stop United, who have scored the most goals since the restart. In the midfield we have Saka, Odegaard, Salah, Rashford and Mitoma. Saka was the better captaincy pick than Salah last game week, but we can only look forward from here. Facing Bournemouth can only mean more points for Saka, so he gets the captaincy for now. Odegaard had a great 11-pointer last game week, but unfortunately his teammate Martinelli is slowly looking to go back to his form at the start of the season, which will make him a great pick and highly owned very soon, and not having him will be a big hit to my rank. I hope I had owned Martinelli for these few game weeks. Salah next, and he faces Man United, which is one of his favorite teams to face with 9 goal involvements in his last 4 meetings against them. He is slowly coming back to form, and this may be the game week for him to show us why we should have brought him back into our teams. Rashford next, and what else to say about him apart from that he has 12 goal involvements since the restart, the most of any player in the league. He goes to Anfield where he is yet to score or assist ever, but with the form he is in, it might be time he breaks that duck. Lastly in the midfield is Mitoma, who might be replaced by Nketiah in the starting 11 if we do get team news that he does start for Arsenal. I am envious of you all who own March and McAllister, as they are clearly better options than the Japanese this game week in my opinion. But they do face West Ham, who haven't been too bad defensively in recent times. Finally, our forwards are Haaland and Watkins. Haaland is without the captaincy for good reasons, as he faces one of the best defensive teams in the league. But this decision may come back to bite us since Pope is still suspended for this one. If you don't captain him, you should be hoping for a blank, and we will be doing just that this game week. Lastly in the 11 we have Watkins, who has now scored in 5 games running, and he might as well make it the 6th as Villa face Palace next, who have had the 2nd worst expected goals conceded since the restart. Onto the transfer plans, and a boring one this game week, as I am deciding to roll my transfers in order to have 2 free transfers ahead of the double game week 27. I really don't think any of you should be using your transfers this week unless you do own more than 7 players from Newcastle United and Liverpool. And that is it for my team selection for Game Week 26. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting the subscribe button as it really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching and see you soon for the next one.